Welcome to the open book, where every voice matters. Every story got layers, and every conversation opens something new. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective shows. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Late night talks with the smooth bass knocking. Whole room tuned when the topics dropping. Authors, culture, real life views. Open book vibes bring a whole new groove. No fake energy when the dialogue starts. Different perspectives play a major part. From page to podcast, the vibes stay deep. Real conversations every single week. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective show. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every chapter different. Every voice got purpose. Every voice got purpose. Turn the page.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday. Make sure y'all come on in, hit that like button, let everyone know we are live, okay? We have a few things to get into on today as we continue to react to and really delve into this case with Nolan Wells, okay? Now, I do have a few updates that we're going to discuss pertaining to the funeral. There is this lady on IG. Y'all, I love like her realness and how she is thinking through this case. And she's done several short videos that I wanted to show y'all because it made me think on one of the things she said actually made Nolan Wells case out to do an interview with Good Morning America. Okay, so we'll tap into that to see what he said. His parents did another interview last night with the Griot. And like I said, every time that his parents do an interview, they do give more information each time, it seems. They think of more things to discuss. So we're going to talk about that. We won't watch the whole thing, but a snippet, because I want to get into y'all. There is a suspicious trend that is taking place with the medical examiner, okay, connecting some dots with some, in one case is actually both of these other cases are recent, and how some of these autopsy reports are being misreported, okay, inaccurate, and it is causing people to get these independent autopsies done. And so now I see why Nolan Wells' parents peeped the play earlier on and wanted to have an independent autopsy done on Nolan. Okay, y'all, as taking place. So we're going to get into that also. All right, let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Buttercup, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining and thank you for being first in the building. Hey, Clarinetta, welcome. Good morning. Mama's 80s is in the building. Thank you for joining. My sis T Lady Boogie, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you are here. Hey, Cherry, so happy is in the building. Bird, she said, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome. SF, good morning. Thank you for joining. Let's see, LaDonna, thank you so much for tapping in. Welcome, Tammy. My girl Angel is in the building. Look, you got the notification today. Okay. Let's see. Verb said, open book, have you ever bumped your intro in your car? I was jamming this morning on one of the replays. You know what? not in the car, okay, but definitely before I go live. I don't think I've ever listened to it in the car. But hey, shout out to Real Talk No Chaser for producing it. Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Tammy, she says she's asking for prayers. Okay, Tammy, so we pray that whatever it is that you're going through, that God will help you through it, that He will meet every need, that He will bring encouragement to you. Know that you are not alone. You are here for a divine purpose and a divine reason. So we know that together for your good, sis. Amen. Okay, be encouraged. Hey, Mika, good morning, Purple Virgo. How are you? Welcome. Hey, HGY. No, you're actually on time. You're not late. Detective Protector 91 is in the building. Welcome. My girl, Karen, thank you so much. Yes, you did tell me that. Yes. Okay. So I appreciate everyone for joining today. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, I did hear that, and let me just say my disclaimer, this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Now, I did hear on Facebook that Nolan Wells' funeral. Good morning, OG. Well, thank you so much for tapping in, Queen. Tends to be set for July the and supposed to be at Biloxi. I think it's the Biloxi Coliseum and Convention Center, and it holds 1,500 people for his services. So that is tentatively on this upcoming Monday. Now, I do not know if it will be phenomenal Scorpio as I get more info. Will definitely with you all. Another day, child, the audacity for me. We will hear in this interview that the sheriff's department has not come with any updates since last Tuesday. Okay, and that is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. And that's confirming their decision to go ahead and get, out in the public. Now, it states that the sheriff, y'all, this is a recent update as of this morning. Yeah, July 14th. Yeah, this morning. The sheriff leading the investigation into the disappearance and death of Nolan Wells has warned, who you warning? Has warned that the probe will not be rushed as speculation about the teen's final moments intensifies. Okay, a week after his body was discovered. Is it choppy? Let me see. Y'all, thank you for letting me know. If I get choppy, because the area I'm in sometimes is good, and then I'm hearing you're choppy. Hey, welcome. Can y'all hear me better? I saw it was a little choppy. I'll wait till someone lets me know. I don't want to be sounding. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, y'all call me out when it gets like that because sometimes I just don't know. Okay. And if I have to put in my earphones, I will. Sometimes those are moving around too. It's the area. It's the area I'm in, but we're gonna get through it. Okay. So it's the audacity. Hey, Karen Michelle, for me, y'all. He said that he's not going to rush this. I want to know, are you really doing anything? That's the question. Okay, thank you, Roger. That's the question. Are you really doing anything? So he's saying that they are still working on the investigation, but I guess they're also paying attention to all of these speculations and theories and saying that they're not going to rush. I bet if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all, okay, there would definitely be a rush for answers. See, what it is they're trying to see what. Oh, we're going to look at some of that, OG. They're trying to see what the other autopsy is going to reveal. Okay, so my thing is, for one, we helping y'all with y'all's investigation. Okay, we're telling y'all do. You can go and see if there's any camera footage there on the dock. Okay, right. Miss us with that. Okay, so you could go and be checking that out. You could go and pull the phone records. Like, how in depth, at least give the family some updates. Like, hey, we checked this out, or we checked this out. We spoke to these students, and so forth. So even if you're not rushing to give us any information, I feel that, in my opinion, y'all should at least be contacting the parents and keeping them in the know. Okay. So it's almost like you trying to warn us, like, warn us for what? We're going to still call it out. We're going to still talk about it until justice is served. Okay. So you can't stop people from talking about it because everything is questionable. See, I believe, hey, Tim, he was pretty much bothered because people are questioning the way he came out and said that there's no foul play even before he did a thorough investigation. See, he thought everyone was going to be okay with that, and everyone was not okay with that. Right. Has anything been done? What are y'all doing? Okay, so I don't think he liked that. So he already has this little bad vibe. Oh, Lord. When they know you're going to start spilling some tea, it gets choppy. Okay. Am I good now? Let me see. I'm going to put these in. But sometimes when I was listening to my replays, child, that's when it got with these headphones. Let me put it in. Okay. Put a one, excuse me, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. She said the worst job to have is covering up lies and creating lies for the truth. Okay. Right. I agree. I definitely agree. Okay. She said you're very clear. Thank you so much, Protecting 91. Let's go. Let's go with the likes. Thank y'all. Welcome everyone coming on in. Thank y'all so much. Hit the like button. It is for free. Let's see. OG said the Jackson Police Department is offended that Nolan's parents are doing a separate independent investigation and autopsy. But who cares because they can't be trusted? Okay. Bonnie said, I think the authorities involved are stalling because it's been over a week. I don't think they're going to agree with the cause of death. Okay, check that out. All right, so let's get into this IG. Hey, Young, how have you been? We have missed you. Okay, now on this particular video, she talks about a couple. We're going to watch a couple of them. She does a lot. Her name is Kim Brawley, I believe. She goes by that on IG. And y'all, she been just kind of spitting some little facts. Well, I'm gonna say spitting some things that really add up and make sense. So I wanted to share a couple of her videos with you all this morning.
Boys knew the mom was looking for the phone, so they had to dip out, go give the mom the phone, call the Coast Guard. The body was probably in the boat, bro. Because what time did the mom retrieve the phone? Right? They called the Coast Guard at 11. That makes sense. They were, oh shit, the mom's looking for the fucking phone. The mom's looking for, what do we do? Those boys knew the mom was looking for the phone.
So, now that part makes sense to me because I don't think, and I've been saying this, I don't think that they banked on the mom having the Life 360 because remember, they were trying to track the location with the snap locations and it was showing they were all over the place. His mom even said that Life 360 showed he was back on land. Now there was another theory that at one point he was back on land and his phone was with him, which could have been why they were able to get inside of the phone, because did they know a password? Did they use a fingerprint? Did they use like face recognition or what? So I think it caught them off guard about this phone. And y'all, I've been into some Facebook comments, child, and people are really wondering about Javon, the other friend that said that his mom went to get the phone. Some people are not believing the story, and they're wondering who is the parent or the friend that they went and got the phone from, because that's never been stated. Okay. His mom has never said who it was. Um, and so a lot of people are questioning that part still. And I just kind of go through comments and see where people are, at with their thought process. I was curious too. What was that interaction like? Because she said it took a while for them to get the phone. Was it the location, or was there some type of argument? Like, what was that about? Let's see. Hey, Ray Ray. Yes, grab your notebooks, child. Okay. Let's see here. The Mississippi retired judge said from everything known about the case about his mom separating from Nolan, he believes that Nolan had the phone separated from his parents. He said that alone should have warranted the phone separated. That alone should have warranted the phone in his car. The first thing that I would have done is return his belongings to his parents. And y'all, that's questionable too. If you think about it, the belongings were not returned to his parent voluntarily. If they felt that Nolan had been missing, how come they never returned everything? How come they never went to his mom and said, "Oh my gosh, we don't know what happened to Nolan. Why is it that she had to go through the whole tracker?" Okay. She had to go through the whole tracker, Life 360, to kind of locate the phone and so forth. How come they didn't call and say, "Hey, we were out and he left his car. Do you know where Nolan is?" His car is still over here. Is he okay? No one ever did that. So that's questionable too. Hi, lovely Lipkin. She answered me this one question. Why isn't the mom giving clear details on how she and her friend got the phone, who had it, and how they got it? She is clearly dodging that question in 3 interviews. And we were just talking about that because some people are wondering, and I was wondering too, which friend was it and why was the phone separated? One thing that was questionable, and I think that kind of prompted some people to think about this, is the friend Javon said his phone was left on the boat too. So was Nolan's phone with his phone? That's another thing that came up too, and they're trying to just throw that part off. I don't know. I want to know what was on it too. Yeah. Y'all lost me? Can y'all hear me? Someone said we lost you. And a friend over there asleep, and a friend is asleep. Oh yeah, when the dad said that the friend was asleep. Okay, let's not forget to hit the like button. It is for free. Hey, Purple Paradox. On another panel, Ben said his team was questioning witnesses. The mother said Katie told her it was just a high and by with Nolan. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Hey, Philly Girl Juice. Okay, let's listen to her next one.
That's why the boat was parked at the judge's house. Because they knew the mom had to go to the other kid's house to get the phone, and the body was in the boat in front of the judge's house, waiting to be dropped off. Bingo! That's why the boat was parked at the judge's house. Because they knew the mom had to go to the other kid's house to get the phone, and the body was in the boat in front of the judge's house, waiting to be dropped off. Bingo!
Wow. So what y'all think about that? Now, all of this is alleged. She's thinking through that whole process. Okay. That was another question a lot of people have had. Why was the phone separated from the boat? Why were they at two different? The car, I mean, the car was at one location, but we've heard that he was staying there. But then the boat, the person that allegedly owned the boat, it wasn't at their home. It was at the judge's house. Okay, so that was a huge question when all of this came out, is why is the boat over to the judge's house? Were they thinking that, oh my gosh, the mom is onto us and she's able to now track us? Okay, hey Wendy, hey Mama Magazine. I'm keeping a close eye on Katie. Yes, okay, her name keeps coming up, and we haven't heard anything else from Katie. Real talk, no chaser. You will get some compliments on the intro. Thank you so much. I do think they got back, or they came back to the island and dropped them off. Okay. BS, he was dead before they left the island. You think, okay, so Jay Sanders is thinking that he could have been dead before they left the island. Okay. She claimed it that night, and she cleaned it that night. That's what people are saying, allegedly, that it was possibly clean. Another narrative being said that those boys made Nolan chase the boat. I've heard that too, A Young. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know how true that was. If he got stranded on the island, there were people camping overnight on the island. He could have asked for help. He died trying to swim to the boat and they left him. Okay, let's see. The party he attended later that night throws out the unalive on the island. And you know, the pool party, y'all, we still got to find out if that's true. I did see on IG that someone said that that picture, that whole little party was a different weekend because two of the people in the picture, they know, and those people were out of town for the 4th of July weekend. So I don't know if that particular picture is from the 4th of July weekend or if it was from another event. My opinion, Nolan left the island alive July 4th, approximately at 4 p.m. Then later in the evening, unalived, and the body returned to the water. Dumped the phone, was kept to delete boat scrub for evidence. Okay, Bunny. Okay. Why did Katie's family members have to come and get her? Oh, that's a good question. We never found that out. Why couldn't she leave with the people she came with unless she came with them? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, the pool party happened a few weeks prior. Okay, that's what I heard too. Not sure how true that is. Okay, you think he too was already unalived on that boat? Okay. I was wondering, do the boat have a downstairs? Oh, I don't know. I mean, looking at it from the pictures, I don't think it did. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look again. That's a good point. The picture was taken in 2024. Okay, Janet, thank you. Because I know the lady said that wasn't from that particular weekend. Okay. Do you think it has a downstairs? E Nice is saying possibly yes. Okay. Wow. I think it's another one I went to.
I think that those boys knew the mom was looking for the phone. They dipped out of that party. They went and dropped the boat at the judge's house with the body in it. They went back to the other house to give the mom's sister or whatever the phone. Then they went back to go and drop the boat off. In the interim, they called the Coast Guard to try to cover their tracks. That makes sense. I think that those boys knew the mom was.
Now, the thing of it is, y'all, the whole Coast Guard call is suspect to me. And the reason I say that is in like something important like this, where a person has been or deceased because they may lose any. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? Because originally there was no call from the friend. Then once everyone came out here, we started talking about this case and so forth. Then about a day or two later, they said, oh, no. There was a call. Like, what? How did y'all miss that and make that kind of error? You would have a log, because I was wondering if his mom found out close to midnight. She said she's telling the sheriff. See, I think they were also trying to cover for the sheriff's department. The Coast Guard originally stated that they didn't get a call until that Sunday midday. So that's a huge gap in time. If the sheriff's department knew about him missing midnight around that time on July 4th going into July 5th, why did it take y'all so long to contact the Coast Guards? But then all of a sudden we're hearing, oh no, but his friend had made a call around 11 something. See, that going back and forth right there makes me suspicious. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, especially with something like that. That's like having 911 calls. You can't go back and say, "Oh yeah, there was a 911. We missed that." It should be an automatic log of all of the calls and when they came in. Okay, so I don't know. It could be me. I don't know what y'all think about that. That man was taken to another place and unalive, then dumped. Him to hide this. He was murdered. Okay, he could have been taken out on the way back, possibly. Hmm. I agree. He left the island with them and they brought him back on the 6th. The body was not waterlogged, and it would have been waterlogged if he had been there since the 4th. Yeah, the United Cajun Navy man said that he wasn't waterlogged, meaning that, the water starts seeping into organs and your body gets really soaked from being in the water for a long time. So he was saying that it wasn't. Okay. And welcome everyone coming in. Thank you so much for joining. Please hit the like button as you come in or double tap that screen. All right. So I wanted to just share some of her thoughts with you all. Shout out to her because she's really thinking this thing through. Next, I wanted to show the friend's interview. Now, there was another friend, okay, that came out and did an interview on Good Morning in America. Now, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, they're about to work my nerves. Okay. Y'all know they are about to work my nerves. And the reason that I say that they are about to work my nerves is I don't know why these so-called friends, and I'm so tired of hearing friends, and then they're doing these interviews, but I don't know if the parents are not aware of the fact if these were so-called friends, like that y'all are doing these interviews. Okay. Now the only one that she has stated that she knows like that is Javon. Okay. Now the other girl with the pool party situation, okay, that whole post, the mom said she didn't know her. Now, allegedly, that's a fake profile, but the story is not fake. Okay. So she may not have known that name. My question is, do any of those events in that post register with his mother? Okay. Although you don't know that name, was anything stated by anyone that contacted you because they may not want to expose that under their real name? Now, this young man, Trayston Shepard, also did an interview with Good Morning America. Javon did one with TMZ and the Sun Herald. Now, she's saying in the interview that we're going to watch that she doesn't know Trayston Shepard. Like, wait, what? How are these people just going? Good Morning America, are y'all not vetting these people? Like, or is this just a person that maybe Nolan, because we see a picture of them together, that he kind of knew, but his parents didn't know all of his friends and associates. So it's given like y'all doing too much. Okay, everybody going and doing these interviews. I feel like these people are also being sent to do these interviews to keep a certain narrative going. That's my opinion. Okay, because if the information is not being shared with law enforcement or the parents, what's the purpose of coming out here and doing the interviews? I'm just not understanding that. And then to keep saying, oh, the friend this or the friend that, and his mom is like, who? It's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, what is y'all's motive of coming here? Are you offering any evidence to help us and the parents? Okay, like, I mean, like we matter, but with any portion of what happened. Okay, like y'all just on here talking. You could talk on your own social media. So it's giving y'all trying to come out too while the parents are out getting the story out. Y'all are coming out with y'all's part. And it's trying to keep a whole like back and forth type of thing going on. So let's get into this interview with Trayston. And I almost was like, is this the guy who was out there with the family when the search had been completed? The two friends, Javon. Now his name, the other guy, was Trace Carter. I said, ooh, it's a lot of traces. I'm like, are you using his name? So he's saying his name is Trayston Shepard. The other guy is Trace Carter. It's too much. Okay.
I just know I've lost my best friend.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was with the 18-year-old the day he was last seen alive, is sharing what he says happened during a July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Trayston Shepard declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Nobody.
Okay, now, getting threats from who? Okay, because if it's anyone, I guess, let's see here. How do I, because I don't want to call him a full-out liar, okay? Why are y'all getting threats? Because I haven't seen anyone come out saying that anything happened to Nolan. I haven't seen any of his friends come out and say, oh, we feel like these boys unalive Nolan. Who said that? So why would y'all be getting threats? Who are you getting the threats from? And to me, doing an interview, wouldn't that increase the threats? I mean, y'all tell me if I'm missing something. Because who's come out and said anything? Now, the one person under the troll page has spoken up, but we don't know who that person is. Why is he getting a threat? So you mean, is it because you are associated with Nolan? His friends are all getting threats? Okay, I'm not understanding where this is coming from. Let's see. My question is, what did Nolan capture on his phone to trigger them to erase a wide range of captures? It more than likely was recording during the scuffle. Ooh, that's a good point too. Hey, Queen C, he wasn't found for over 36 hours. Yes. Okay. It's only one true friend that is posting him on the internet. Clock that. I'm just trying to understand this. He said he's getting threats, but what would the threats be about? Unless y'all know something. Okay. And they don't want y'all to tell it. I'm just trying to see, like, what are the threats about? Something about his statement, nobody wanted to see Nolan die, don't sit right with me. Okay, that part. How, when their social media is not active, a lot of them shut down. Y'all, they're doing more talking. If anything, we would have thought the boys who are being accused would be on interviews with their lawyers trying to clear their names and give alibis and things like that. These people are coming on, and what is it doing? Like with Javon's interview, what did it do? You're trying to shut down, oh, this is not about race. Okay, with Trayston's interview, what new information did we get? Okay, this could have been in the tribute that everyone did. So I'm not understanding. In these main media, okay, to me, y'all are not even vetting these boys. And then I'm hearing that allegedly Javon's mom did not even approve his interview. So he was a minor. I mean, I'm not understanding. So let's continue to hear what he has to say. I'm just confused as to where the threats are coming from.
I wanted to see his life be taken so short.
Shepard addressed this viral video that investigators have been studying. Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepard said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to. That's me yelling.
Shepard says he took a boat back from Horn Island in the late afternoon, but Wells stayed behind with a...
So he's saying on the viral video, because a lot of people have been focusing on that video, that there was this alleged fight, okay? He's saying that was him in the video. They need to do a voice analysis, okay? Was it really you, or are you coming out saying it's you so it won't look like Nolan was into it with somebody, okay? And that one was trying to allegedly take his phone to throw things off. They need to pretty much come on out and let us know that, okay? Let's see here. That's what I want to know. Who are threatening the friends, unless it's from the people that unalive Nolan? Ooh, that part, okay? We will never know exactly what happened. They're little demons. We do know they unalived and had help from more than one adult from the start. Time for law enforcement to arrest. There's probable cause. Right, Stephanie, and welcome, sis. The photos were taken off Evan's social media. So why would Evan create an AI photo to post with the group of his other summer 2026 photos? That's true. That's true. How would they? Yeah, how would they contacted with no social media? Yeah, because he did take that. Evan did take that photo out. Once people started posting it, he took it off of his page. They shut down their social media before Nolan was even found. So that tells me they already knew he was unalived. That part. Hi, Delta Boots. Welcome. Roots. I'm sorry, I said boots. The threats to keep them from telling what they may know about things that happened before or during the July 4th weekend may have noticed some weird behavior from those so-called friends. Ooh. Obi, I saw on the gossip channel that the autopsy was leaked. State autopsy says he had face bruises, and independent shows arm defensive wounds. State time of death 1 a.m. and independent says 11. Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that, y'all, because I'm still waiting. I was going to bring that up later, but look, y'all said the autopsy was going to be ready Friday. Okay, now, hey, it's Tuesday. So that's some grace time right there. Okay, where is the independent autopsy? Okay, now I don't know, y'all. Hey, it could have been him this time, but fight Nolan 10 minutes later. Why was everyone fighting anyway? Yeah, they were all probably drunk, getting into it. It was a lot of fighting. Yes, I already had Facebook bruises and no waterlog. He had a lot of face bruises. Yeah, I haven't seen that, y'all. I'm still waiting to see that. Hey, Sacardia, welcome. I want to know if the picture of Nolan and the so-called friend is legit.
Girl he had met.
They met that day, and it was kind of one of those things. It did come off that day that he really did like her, but that was the only time they'd ever hung out was at Horn Island on July 4th.
Investigators believe Wells drowned and say there were no immediate signs of foul play. But there is growing frustration in the community, and his parents are skeptical, telling GMA Wells left his phone behind and they tracked it to one of his friends.
It was showing everywhere the phone had been, like it had. I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land.
The sheriff said the parents have not turned over the phone to investigators. Their lawyer said they will. While the investigation goes on, Trayston Shepard wants the focus on his friend.
I want everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan, and let us remember him as in like the sweet guy. I think everybody needs to let the investigation continue. And
now, before he continues, y'all, this is given he was sent. I'm gonna be honest. That's just my opinion. It's given he was sent to try to calm everyone down, just like Javon was sent first, but they saw we didn't calm down. It actually gave us more questions. Now let's send Trayston out. They're not sending out the other boys. They're sending out certain boys. Okay, are y'all peeping the trend and notice the things that they're saying? Javon was like, yeah, it's not about that, just calm down type of vibe. Then y'all should want to know what happened to your friend. If y'all were really friends of his, y'all should be louder than us. Okay. So it's like, it's given, let me send these boys out. Right. We're peeping. Okay. Let's send these boys out and calm down the people there. It's good. We good here in Mississippi. We didn't want this to happen, but look, y'all calm down. It's not a racial thing. Calm down. Now the sheriff is doing interviews, not giving no new updates. You could have just written that out, okay, saying that, we're not going to rush it. It's still been an ongoing active investigation since last week, but we're not going to rush it. I bet y'all not. I bet y'all not rushing it. Y'all wait on the actual autopsy reports as well from the independent autopsy. That's what y'all waiting on to see, so you can see how to navigate around this thing, what's going to be found out. So if he was left behind and someone unalived him, so there is a killer on the loose. Right, Larry? Okay, maybe at the island. Why they're not saying that to keep people from going to the island? Okay, that's true too. Let's see. Miss Lovely said, I think Nolan was deceased at that pool party. I enhanced that picture, and you can see the bruises and marks all over him, and that he is. Oh Lord, yeah. Karen Bun. I'm a little suspect in that interview. He was really nervous, y'all. Yeah, they're sending out all the African American kids. Out louder than us. I'm able to get together. Why the F did the people who originally performed the autopsy say they could only identify some suspicious behavior going on with this medical examiner? The boys said that they left him there. They should be able to prove it with other witnesses. Oh, that's when he wants every relax. Really, this boy was that had his phone and his keys. Okay, y'all know more millionaire. Y'all know more what y'all are saying. That's what, and y'all be threatened by some other people because it's not about Nolan's people in the public, but some other people that may know what's going on, and they are used to set the tone for this thing because they already see we on to it. Okay, I'm gonna rewind.
Everybody needs to let the investigation continue and let the facts be shown.
Shepard has spoken with the police guys, and the sheriff told us that both he and all of Wells's friends have been cooperative. We're still waiting on the results of the official autopsy and the independent autopsy the family has ordered, hoping to get the Wells family the answers that they so desperately seek. Guys.
So good to have you there, Aaron, and your investigative team, because so many people are wanting to have a thorough investigation. Thank you. And when you spoke with the parents, that's what they said, as any parents would. All they want to know, the facts, and let the investigation, enough of the speculation, let there be investigation.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
They want us to work quiet. Okay. They, in other words, want us to shut up. Just Sonia is saying, question is Javon's mom the friend who had the phone, or his mom? Because I believe that she did say that to get the phone. The pool party was before the 4th of July. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all, please like button. It is for free. Also, this is for everyone that's sending the gift I cannot see. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I can't see the gifts, but the mods are saying, so it must be the gifts that I can't see. Out to y'all. Are all being coached by someone, and that's why they hesitated to return the keys and phone. They had to call and ask what to do. I think so too. Right, Simone? I think so too, y'all. It's someone that is coaching these boys, even to do these interviews, in my opinion. I feel like it's some others that are coaching them too. All right, let's get to the parents' interview they did with the group last night. Now, I'm not going to show the full interview. I will drop the link for it if you want to watch it entirely.
Are you a generational family that has lived there for a while? Did you move there? And what's your feelings about a lot of the discussion, frankly, in the country about this being a sort of bringing up old pain, mysterious cases of a young Black boy going missing? What are your thoughts?
Well, my family is originally from Mississippi. My uncles were, I guess you could say, the famous ones, the family out of Moss Point. They were like the three brothers that play in the NFL. So my family is originally from here. As far as history of Mississippi, um, teaching education has changed. When I was in school, we really got into the history of Mississippi, and that's what me and Christine, we were trying to teach our children because we feel like that they don't teach it well enough anymore. It's watered down.
It's like a couple of pages,
Yeah.
if that, and you're done. Because even when I was in school, it was very
Yeah.
short. Like when you discuss Black history, next to nothing.
Mm.
And so
Yeah.
that's why we constantly talk to our boys about things, about situations. I would give them scenarios about things that happened to me, and just tell them, and just trying to prepare them. And I know that I was not going to be able to be there for them every day, but and every minute. But if that situation was able to come toward their way, they would have some kind of idea of how to deal with it instead of just being blindsided by it. As far as that day goes,
Okay, did y'all see Detective Protected 91 in the building? What she said the pool party wasn't weeks earlier because a post on social media says a group of friends were on June 27th still contemplating attending this party. The party wasn't weeks earlier, it was on July 4th. And then a Mama Magazine also said, I think the pool party was on the 4th, but they trying to cover up the photo. They didn't expect to come out. Okay, got you. Okay, we thinking. So you know what? As far as this photo, we're not gonna take it off the list. We're not taking it off the list. We're not saying it's fully there. And shout out to Queen C. Thank you so much for the super chat and for being a sponsor. We're not going to take it off the list. Okay, so let's keep it. We're going to bookmark it. Okay, keep it there. Because if we have to come back to it, they're not going to play in our face. So let's continue to think that thing through. But I see what y'all saying.
it hurts me because I wish I could have been there, but um, like I like I told in previous interviews, it was his last time to really have fun before he got to report back for camp. So we let him have fun.
We wanted him to have a good time, just blow off that last bit of steam so he could recenter himself and have I mean, he was gearing up for a great season.
Yes.
They had been working, I mean, every day he had been working, just practicing some stuff, and then also hitting the gym. So he was having multiple workouts a day. And then for this to happen, it's just, it's so devastating.
It's just it's just another reason why when you come tell me that my son stayed on the island when he had so much in place, so much stuff he was getting ready to do, you can't sit there and say that to me and then think I'm going to just take that for face value.
Exactly.
You're talking to the wrong parent. You can't.
And again, I don't think, and I've said this in every interview, I would hope anyone, if their loved one, if this type of tragedy or if they, whatever, I would hope they would fight. I would hope they would fight like hell to find out what happened. And if something did happen, who did it? For justice purposes. Like I don't get why a lot of people are so upset with us asking the questions, because God forbid, if you were in the situation, I would hope that, you would too. Like that would be my response to anyone who is out there questioning us. This is not about money, because I'll tell you right now, y'all can take the money, the gifts, everything that people have been so kind and given to us. You can take that all if you give us our baby back. Like, I don't care. Our goal again is
Now, someone just dropped this in the comments. And I have noticed this, James. I have noticed this as well. Now, let me just say this: we can't judge how people grieve. I feel like she has not even. It's a whole cycle. The grief cycle is a whole cycle, right? It comes in waves. The beginning part is acceptance. I don't even think she has fully accepted Nolan's death. for the simple fact when she says was, she changes it to say is, like he's still here. Okay. Um, I don't know what people want her to do on live and on these interviews. I don't know if they want to see her just crushed and boohooing and all over the floor and hollering. I mean, her purpose now is to get the word out when she's doing these interviews and trying to be strong. There are moments where she remembers him, she smiles, she laughs. Even the father, men even grieve differently than women. There have been, excuse me, even comments underneath my post where they're like, this is a serious topic. Why are you laughing? Well, did you come in and get the context of what I was laughing at? There may have been a comment in the chat and we were having a little laugh. We know that that's a serious situation. So those comments I just delete. It used to bother me, but I don't even get bothered anymore because they don't know my personality. They don't even know the part that we're laughing at. Okay. It could be an inside joke at the time about something, and then we get back on topic. Okay. The serious part. So it's all about context. We can't compare our grief and how we handle things to what someone else is doing. We don't know how she cries at night or when she gets off of these interviews. We don't know how she's been held together. Okay, so that part we gotta just kind of watch how we put that judgment on others because we really just don't know. So I have been seeing those things about that. And like she said, I mean, no money can compare to her son's life. You see what I'm saying? So no. I'm glad you brought it up. I understood because I've seen it too. Yeah, I didn't think you were saying that. Yeah, it's some. Oh, okay. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, I've noticed that. So that's my take on it. I even noticed she was about to break down on here when something they said, and she had to, whew, like her. You could tell she was about to break, but she brought it back. And then even during the first interview that they did, the press conference, I think it's just about right now getting the word out. And y'all, because I believe in God and know Him, and have experienced what He can do. When I lost my mother, I thought I would go out of my mind. Okay, I could never fathom losing my own mother. Right? I can literally, and I talked about this in my book, The Common Thread. I could literally feel God holding me up in His hand and carrying me through that season. I had children, I had a husband. Life is going to continue despite our grief. No one pauses in life to say, oh, you lost this one, you lost that one, you lost this one. So let's pause life. No, you have to keep going. Right now, her goal and motive is to really get the word out about her son. She wants to get to the bottom of what happened. If there's any ulterior motives, that's between her and God. He judges her heart. I cannot. Okay. So that's just my take on it. But yeah, I've seen the combos.
We just want a thorough, honest, transparent investigation. And I don't think that is asking for much.
Mm-hmm. Christine, and Christine, did you also grow up in Mississippi or in the South? It sounds like you did because you talked about
I did. I actually moved here when I was younger. So I'm half Filipino, which is another whole discourse that's going on. Yes, I'm half Filipino, but again, when you look at someone, you are viewing phenotypes. And if you don't know what that means, people, that is the characteristics, like physical characteristics of a person. And so when you look at me, I'm a Black woman. If you ask me, I'm a Black woman. I am. But yes, I've been here since I was young. And just learning the history, knowing the history. My grandmother, my family actually on my dad's side is from here. She had a white father and, her mother was mixed. So getting these teachings, and she grew up around that time of segregation. So getting these teachings, she would always tell us like, hey, this, and this. And so that just really stuck with me because I knew when I got to a point where I was blessed with children, I would need to tell them about these things. They would need to be educated as well.
Absolutely. I ask about that because it seems that Nolan, you as parents provided the American dream for Nolan. I just want you to know that when we see the pictures and the videos of him, I mean, just the joy. He was living his best life. And that's only possible because of parents like you. So I just want you to know
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Of course. Mr. Crump, I also want to take a moment to just have you directly explain to the public, which people have various levels of understanding, as we've seen. What is the role of a lawyer like you in this case? What do you do in this case? Because, you know, you're famous. You've been part of some of the most historic and impactful civil rights cases and cases for justice in modern history in our time since, you know, I'm thinking back to Trayvon Martin. Talk to us about what you do as an attorney.
You know, it's amazing the times we live in, Natasha, because, you know, 20 years ago, Black people would have no chance at justice. The local authorities would not charge anybody. Nothing would happen. And nobody got to bring civil actions for Black life in America. And it was this phenomenon that we have kind of created. I call it the legacy of Trayvon Martin, where we started talking about the value of Black life, where we started talking about the lived experiences of Black mothers and Black fathers.
Now, Sharon, this is something else. Even with that autopsy, we have to be careful with that. And my comments are just general. When I'm saying, I'm glad you're bringing up some of these things. When we're looking at some of these things that are released, and it's not like an official document, because I noticed in the Carmelo Anthony case, there was a toxicology report going around on Austin Metcalf. For those of you who follow in that case. Now, one day I was like, let me really, really look at this. Okay. Y'all, when I went to the logo on Collin County, okay, when I really went to the logo, there are letters in the logo that spell out Collin County. So when I went back to the picture of the screenshot of the toxicology report, the letters were not there like that. It was like just some symbols. So that let me know that that wasn't an authentic toxicology. So, especially in the time where everyone wants to know, some people are trying to fill and satisfy that thirst with whatever. Okay. We have to authenticate it because those things are leaked and they're not valid. Then we have more like lies out here that people got to try to dig through the lies. You know, we got to try to see, okay, is this true or not? You know, so it just makes it harder. So make sure it's coming from a verified source and that it is from a verified document, an official document. Those things are going to show the actual label and a seal. Okay. When you get the real thing, it will have the signature, all of that. So yeah, those things are going around, and we can't be so thirsty for a narrative that we fall for anything as well. Okay, because I've seen that too. We like how, because then we'll start doing what everybody else do. Well, let's see, what can we come up with to make it look like? No, let it look like it on its own. Okay. We ain't got to force the truth. The truth is the truth all by itself. You don't have to create narratives or force the truth. Okay, just tell my wife, yes, we need the toxicology reports. We need to see the official documents. Now, y'all, let me share this info that I found out this morning. Okay, and I'm gonna talk more about this in a second. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this young man here. Okay, his name is Trey Reed, and being Crump, he was working with his family. He was found hanging, and they counted it as a suicide at his college, the medical examiner. Okay. Now, they brought on attorney Ben Crump because they did not believe, and a lot of America did not believe that this young man hung himself. And in them bringing on attorney Ben Crump, then they were able to try to get an independent autopsy report done. Colin Kaepernick, however we pronounce his last name, I do not know. I think it's Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick also funded that independent autopsy report. So Y'all make sure y'all tap that like. We have just 130 likes. Everyone can go out, come back in, or double tap the screen right quick for me. It is for free. Okay. And so I said, oh, you know what? Let me go and look at the update for his independent autopsy. Y'all, there are no public records as of now. And as of January this year, his family was still waiting on the results from the independent autopsy. Nothing has been shared publicly. Now, if you go to some of these uh, satire sites, they show some things as well. But public records of the second autopsy report is not showing anything yet. And so when I went back to an article, it's showing that the family was still waiting as of January this year, 2025. Okay, September. So this made me wonder, okay, I thought the autopsy report was coming back Friday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And look, are we going to have to also wait months and months and months? Because it's something he said in this interview. And I said, wait a second, huh? You talk about they can take years and all of this. Wait, what? Okay, where are the independent? Because I thought his body was on its way to New York. Okay, how can they be waiting on the independent? That's what I'm wondering. His body was on its way to New York, I think Thursday or Wednesday of last week, Tuesday or Wednesday. He stated that the autopsy reports were going to be back Friday. However, there were some canceled flights to New York. Y'all remember? Okay. The funeral is tentatively planned for Monday, this upcoming Monday, the 20th. So, you mean we're going to expect now, because we're going to give the benefit of the doubt that everything's on the up and up, that this autopsy has been completed before her body, his body, I'm thinking about Ashley Jeanette because I'm going to bring that up too. His body goes back to Biloxi for the funeral Monday. So we should know results between now and Monday. Okay, that's how I see it. Now, another situation similar to this, for those of you who have been following in the Ashley Janae case, the one that they said hung herself over in Tanzania. Okay, now, same situation. Now, I'm not accusing nobody or anything. Family had a GoFundMe set up. With this GoFundMe, they said it's going to pay for any travel, trying to get her body back, any other related expenses pertaining to funerals. They wanted to get another independent autopsy. After that, we heard nothing else. We don't have a whole funeral. So I'm just trying to prepare y'all. Okay, I'm just trying to prepare y'all on different cases where we've heard about other independent autopsies and we haven't heard anything yet. We, to this day, have not heard anything else pertaining to Ashley Janae's independent autopsy report. Her boy whole interview accusing family of knowing what was going on, that she was depressed, putting all this stuff out, her personal health stuff that's allegedly, because I don't know if that stuff was true or not. They have still yet to respond. Where are his autopsy reports? Okay, so we're gonna give the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if we find out something between now and Monday. Okay. I just want to put that on out there. Okay. I'm not accusing anyone, but I was just thinking that if we were supposed to know by Friday. How come it's two? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, to Washington. The reason I said New York, they said a lot of flights were canceled up that way. So I think that's why I was generalizing New York. Well, Washington, wherever it was going. Okay. Yes, they did say Washington. Child, look, they said Friday. So grace period, we're gonna give all this week. And we should start hearing something. Okay. We should start hearing something. They're playing on game for no. They results, but they are probably waiting on the state to post lies to smash them or cup to smash them on the cover up. Right. Yes, Washington. Let me clarify. Washington. Yes. I remember someone said, yeah, it was a lot of flights canceled to the New York area and so forth. And that's why New York came out. My apologies. You need to address that the pool picture theory being debunked. It was not taken on the 4th. That whole post. Yeah, I've already talked about that, y'all. I don't know for sure. I said I'm gonna keep it on my list. I'm not gonna fully debunk it because it's on the list. Hey, we'll see. I don't know for sure if it was or was not, so I'm not gonna get into that whole pool party thing because I didn't even really go into depth on that on my channel. Let's see. It's up to the examiner when they went to relate the report. Ashley was unalived by her boyfriend. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that too. hmm Y'all thinking Small Crump is thinking Biggie. He's playing the long game and giving the state time to lie. Okay. Hey, we give him the benefit of the doubt. I ain't saying he not. I'm just saying these were other situations. I don't know what's the case with Trey's his autopsy. I don't know what happened with that second one. And it was paid for by Colin. So I don't know. I blame the mother and father. Most Black people that I've networked with do a piss poor job at educating their children on our history. Mm, okay, you might be from Wilmington, never knew what happened. Oh, okay. Yes. Let's see. No. Good morning, Joski. Hey, Miss Lady T. And it seems like his family, Nolan's family, has educated him a lot on different things pertaining to their history. Okay, let's continue.
Fathers when their children are taken from them in just unbelievable ways. And so our
Hello,
role is to
bro.
come in first as a civil rights, civil trial lawyer. The Constitution says
That was
that
your
under the
Michelle.
Seventh Amendment, if you feel that you have been wronged, if you have been grieved, then you have a right to not try to go fight the battles out in the streets, but to come in the court of law and say, based on the Seventh Amendment, I have a right to civil justice. What is civil justice? It's any kind of justice that will not go up to the point where you can imprison somebody, arrest somebody, take their liberty. Only the government can do that. And for far too often in America, the government has failed us.
And let me just say, any disrespectful, it's much. Y'all could just delete, block. You can. Everyone has to agree with me. Just do it in a respectful manner. Okay, let's not come in being disrespectful to a race of people. We don't go. We don't have the racism here. So please stop with that. And then let's be respectful also to the family as well. Okay. Okay, let's do it with
and equal justice under the law. But now, because after Trayvon, after Michael Brown, after Breonna Taylor, after George Floyd, Alton Sterling, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Sonia Massey, Tyree Nichols, I mean, those cases, we affirm that Black Lives Matter, just like white lives matter. Black tears are just as painful as white tears, and Black pain hurts just as much as white pain. And so what we try to do is do everything that a private lawyer can do under the Constitution to get some measure of justice for good people like Christine and Elmore, some measure of accountability, some level of truth that has often evaded us in the past. And this phenomenon, understand it now, has only been around for like the last 20 years. You know, Natasha Goen, the young girl who the Asian woman shot in the head in the grocery store, and they gave her probation. There was no civil action for her. You know, when you think about Emmett Till, I mean, lynched in Mississippi, there was no civil action for them. They didn't give Black people any kind of justice or compensation for their lives. So what we're trying to do is fight to say that Black lives matter. They don't just matter, but they are valuable too. That Nolan Wells was valuable to American society, not just to his family and to his community, but was of value to America. And I keep saying Byron Allen because we talk a lot, and I know he tries to use the grill to give us a voice. He tells me all the time, Attorney Crump, you should be asking for $1 billion because that's what they would ask for if it was their children. And he drills that into me. But Byron is right. There is no amount of value that you could give Christina Elmo or Natasha or Ben Crump for our children's lives. And that's how we have to look at it. So that's what we try to do. We understand we can't put nobody in jail. Only the prosecutor, only the elected government officials can do that. But I'd be damned if we're not going to fight to say that our people can get some measure of justice.
Yes. I have to ask Elmore and Christina and Christine, excuse me, if you could just take a moment to address the parents of children who may know what happened to Nolan. If you could talk to them directly, what would you say?
I would say that put yourself in our position. I mean, really, put yourself in our position and tell me how you would react. You would want to, when I tell you, just me alone, like we have been going through so many Facebook messages trying to collect information. Just talk to your kid. If your child has seen something, if they
Right. And I think, Queen Shailene, I think some of that, it is to focus more on race. Okay. It doesn't matter to me, her race, child, when you've lost a child, okay, I don't think you really care. Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, if this, and I've seen those conversations, is this real dad because of the last names? It looks like she married him. They could be a blended family. But what I love about it, if it's not, and I'm not going to go into all of that, but he's taken him on and said his son, he calls him son. He doesn't call him step. He's removed that if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case or not. Some people don't take on the last name or, so it's just, I mean, even in my family, I've had a stepfather and, I had my mom's, her maiden name. So it doesn't matter though. So I don't know, some stuff we get distracted with. Let's just focus on the justice for Nolan part, because now it's about, now that she shared she's half Filipino, and we could kind of look at her and kind of tell that she was mixed with something. I didn't let that stand out of my mind, okay, because it doesn't matter. Right now, the focus should be on justice for Nolan. I don't know, but some of this other stuff is starting to become a distraction. I can tell, but carry on.
they took a picture and he's in it, send it in its original form so we can look at the timestamps. But don't be scared to speak up, because I'm telling you, if the shoe was on the other foot and Nolan was there, or say something happened to someone else and Nolan was present, best believe Nolan be like, well, hold on, let me check and see if maybe I captured anything, because that's just the type of person he was.
Yes. From a father's standpoint,
last year in 6th grade, something happened to me. So
the same, Nolan would have wanted to help. And like my wife said, if the shoe's on the other foot, he would do anything he could to help. I said before, he was a people person. His aura would light up a room. So anything he could do to help someone in need, even if he didn't know them, and he had some kind of information that would help, he will help. So just like my wife said, put yourself in our shoes. You will want to know no matter if you're black, white, Asian,
Pink,
whatever,
purple, green.
you would want to know what happened to your child. So
Well, the power of the truth is that it stands forever. And so we are certainly praying that you all get the truth. We pray that the people who may know more about what happened feel convicted and feel
Please.
convicted to speak. I want to end just on a uplifting note. Just again, we've seen so many pictures and video tributes of him, and he just seems so delightful. I'm mother
Yes.
to a son, so you know how we feel about our sons. What were some things that he used to either say around the house or do when he was
Oh
with
my
you, all that
gosh.
brought you joy?
Always like this. Mom, hold on, hold your hands up. Let's take a pic. Or mom, let's make a video.
Now, this is when I notice her really lighten up and laughing and smiling, is when she's talking about her son. So if we're just looking at it just from a standpoint of laughing and talking too much and smiling, I think it's when she gets to talk about her son.
Or, phone in his face while he's trying to sleep. Like,
yeah.
that's why I say it's just so hard to believe he wouldn't have his phone, because his phone was always on him. He was just a ray of sunshine. And I've said it a couple of times. God took his time with that one. You will not find too many Nolan Wellses in this world. You will not find too many people with that amount of joy that they can give to others. He really is the light in darkness for others. And I don't think he realized that when he was here, because Nolan was just one of those people. He just wanted to give love. He wanted everyone to be happy. He wanted everyone to be included, regardless of your ethnicity, your socioeconomic background. Like that boy didn't care about that. He just wanted to enjoy life. And now that's gone, and we have to figure out, where do we go from here? How do we move on? Because, after his funeral, everyone's going to go back to their day-to-day life. They'll still remember him, right? But it's going to be us, his family, who have to figure out what life is going to look like. I tell my patients all the time who lose family members, friends, what have you, is it's hard when you lose them, but it's that after. It's the after where you really have to sit with yourself and figure out, how do you continue to grieve in a positive way that's not destructive to your own personal health, and then the year of the first,
If you've been told there's a wait list for your child's ABA therapy, we offer some
have coined this little term. But the first year of holidays, birthdays, his birthday is next month.
Yes.
He was supposed to turn 19. And that year of the first it's so difficult, because it's a ball of emotions. I know Elmore has been through it with me, with my mother when she passed, and it's like your emotions are just everywhere, but you still, because we have other kids, we still have to be present, right? So it's that delicate balance of, how do I still be present but manage the emotions that I'm feeling, because I'm still grieving a loss that is so fresh.
I agree, Queen C. Yes. She's had training in this, and it's almost like you're practicing what you're preaching to others when they lose someone. Because she says she's had conversations when some of the families that she works for, the facility, she's had to tell them how to help with the grief, after losing someone. So it's almost like you've heard this, you kind of know what to do. It still doesn't really take away the pain, probably, but you more so kind of probably know the phases and how to navigate through some of that, if that makes sense. So I could see that as well. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. What are you telling his siblings, Elmore, if you could speak to that? How are you loving on them through this time?
Just constantly talking to them, letting them know that our doors are always open, hugging them more. I have a bunch of boys, so they be like, yeah, but it is what it is. When you get older, you're gonna hug your children. And hugging them more, tell them I love them. Like I said, it's keeping that communication open and let them know I'm not just a father. I'm a person you can come talk to as well. So, like I said, it's communication, keeping the door open, and just continue to pour love into them, my family, my wife, just trying to take care of my family
And yourself at the same time, because you're just as important.
and take care of myself.
Well, I'm glad that God has put you two together to hold each other through this season. We will never forget Nolan Wells' name. We will continue to lift it up in the pursuit of justice, but also just in his memory. Mr. Crump, thank you so much for your time and for this interview. And thank you so much, Christine and Elmore.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Natasha.
having
We
us.
appreciate it.
Shout out to the griot. I did put that link in the chat for the full interview. That was very awesome interview. They talked about some other things towards the beginning of it as well. But for time's sake, I didn't want to play the full interview on live. Now, y'all also, yes, Kayla, she said, don't ever think that just because you're mixed with something else, they don't still see you as a black person. Okay, you better say it. But she said, she considers herself black, but I mean, she can't negate the other side of her heritage. So, hey, I mean, I just don't get why we focusing on that, but hey, do your thing. Unless you're a purebred, we all mix with something. Yeah, everybody mixed with something, child. People quick to say, I got a little Indian in my blood. We've been hearing that since elementary school. Okay. If you sit in a room and cry all day, you're not celebrating that person's life. Why would you cry when you can smile at the memories they gave you? That is so good. Team Rio Group Gaming. Thank you so much. I agree. And our loved ones, they would want that for us. They're somewhere, baby, where it's peaceful, joyful, all of that. Okay. And they can't come back here. So they wouldn't want us just living a life of just grief. And, of course, we're going to go through grief, but mourning, just overly mourning, that's not healthy for you. And it does nothing. They would want you to live your life. And the smiles does not mean. See, this is the thing. When you've lost someone, some people think, oh, because you're out going out to eat, or you're smiling, or you're doing this, still going on vacations, that you're not grieving. That doesn't mean life stops for you. It continues. Okay, you have to learn how to live a different life without that person. To be honest, you have to learn how to navigate without your child, one that's been a part of the family. His dad said he was the jester, the one that made everyone laugh. You miss those people in your family. I've had uncles like that, and they're missed during the holidays. Okay. So you got to learn how to navigate. You have a central point person. That's the main person everyone goes to for the information and the gossip. When they leave, you have to learn how to find out news from your family members on your own. You can't go to Big Mama or Mama and say, what's such and such been up to? You got to go to such and such. Okay. It's a different light. Okay. I am addressing those who are discussing her racial background. Exactly. Hey, Brittany, welcome. Like, it's a difference. There are updates. Carmelo's case. Yes, I did a live yesterday, Brittany. Yes. Let's see. It might be minor to some, but it's important to point out. Yes, exactly. All right. So let's get into this, y'all. Oh, my goodness. So, speaking of autopsies, okay, I feel that, in my opinion, that Nolan's family, now they have history at this place, okay? Notice that when the sheriff came out, that he was already trying to say that it wasn't any signs of foul play and so forth, okay? At the actual crime scene from the news station, we also saw the coroner, okay? The coroner was there in all of this. Now, these people have been working together, child, and I found some interesting things, okay, with this county. Now, this guy here, okay, his name is Bruce Lynn Jr. He is the elected Jackson County coroner, okay? Now, under Mississippi law, the county coroner serves as the chief medical examiner or chief medical examiner investigator for the county, depending on whether the coroner is a licensed physician. Okay, now the coroner works with the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office, whose forensic pathologists, they perform autopsies and issue medical findings in cases requiring them. Okay, now the county coroner coordinates the local death investigation. So this coroner here, he kind of starts this whole process. Okay, like he's basically like we gonna kind of look at the body and see if this really needs to be looked into, child. Okay, now he works with the state office though, so he coordinates the local death investigation, and then he works with the state office. Okay, now this lady here, and y'all have probably been hearing about her. Her name is Dr. Stacy Turner. Okay, Dr. Stacy Turner. Now, with her, she is the chief medical examiner for the state of Mississippi, not the Jackson County Medical Examiner. She is a board certified forensic pathologist who oversees the Mississippi office of the state medical examiner. Okay, so for Nolan's case, the Jackson County coroner, Bruce Lynn, that's the other guy I just showed you, he handles the local death investigation and coordinates with the state medical examiner's office. The autopsy, I want us to focus on that, was performed by Dr. Stacy Turner, this lady here, at the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office. Now, Mississippi Department of Public Safety Commissioner Sean Tindall publicly confirmed that Dr. Turner conducted the autopsy. Okay, now I want to show y'all, I found this little short video quite interesting when Dr. Stacy Turner was brought in. Let me pull up this video.
After a nearly year-long search, Mississippi has a new chief medical examiner.
We've been searching and looking and praying for a new chief medical examiner.
Commissioner Sean Tindall calling Dr. Stacy Turner's new role a natural choice. Dr. Turner is stepping into the role playing catch-up with 1,600 backlog autopsy reports. Ricky Shivers is the Yazoo County coroner and says he recently delivered the news of a family member's cause of death 4 years later.
And the families were ecstatic, I guess the best way to describe it, to have received the autopsy finally.
To help ease the load as local agencies, investigators, funeral homes, and families look for closure for cause and manner of death of loved ones, the Department of Public Safety has hired its first director, Christy Simmons.
In years past, we would get verbal reports. The way the system's set up now, the pathologist is the one that completes the death certificate.
And pathologists have been hired from out of state, Commissioner Tindall says. Dr. Turner.
Now, y'all, can you believe how backlogged they were? And this man said at one point they were getting verbal reports of what happened to somebody. So then they brought her on after looking for a medical examiner for a year. So for a whole year, families are waiting to see what happened to their loved ones, and they didn't even have a medical examiner in place. So who's telling these families in the funeral home, so y'all just signing off on death certificates like, oh, I think it's this. Like what? Y'all didn't have anyone in there. This is what Nolan's family probably knew some of this history, okay? They peeped the play
Turner
earlier
replaces
on.
Mark Levon, who resigned after being placed on administrative leave earlier this year due to personnel issues. He is still finishing up his autopsy reports, Commissioner Tindall says, working on contract.
It resolved itself, and he's been very gracious to come back and continue working on the files that he had when he was here.
Prior, Dr. Turner served as interim chief medical examiner.
And it is very disturbing to families that they have to wait that long. But as I tell them, there's just nothing else we can do. Our hands are tied.
Hoping soon those waiting on autopsy reports give closure to the families.
This is crazy, y'all. I could not believe that. okay, that this whole little county, okay, in Mississippi, were whole records and stuff and have the right people in place. Okay. Then y'all thought that was something. You haven't heard anything yet pertaining to this lady here, Dr. Stacy Turner. Okay. This is the one who is over Nolan Wells' autopsy report. Okay, let's get into it. Who, and this is sad, y'all. This is so sad. Now, this is Damian Cameron. Okay, now his body arrived at the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's office in August 2021, and it bore all the signs of a police brutality case. Mr. Cameron's face was bloody, and I don't want to show it on here, but y'all, if you saw his face, oh my gosh, I couldn't even post it. His face was bloody and swollen, almost beyond recognition from his struggle with Rankin County the week before. Now, signs of internal bleeding on the side of the neck of Mr. Cameron, he was 29 years old, suggested a deputy might have pinned him to the ground with a knee, similar to George Floyd. A dangerous restraint technique condemned by the Justice Department and banned in many cities. But when the state's chief medical examiner, this lady here, because I'm going to keep on, look, Dr. Stacy Turner, okay? When she completed her autopsy, she ruled the cause of Mr. Cameron's death undetermined. A grand jury later declined to indict the deputies involved. Now, three renowned pathologists who examined the case at the request of the New York Times and Mississippi Today say Cameron's death should have been ruled a homicide. After independently reviewing autopsy photos, sheriff's reports, hospital records, and eyewitness statements saying two deputies knelt on Mr. Cameron's neck for 10 minutes or more, the experts concluded the deputy most likely unalived him. I read this, my heart, okay, because what type of I mean, you could look at the man's face. If y'all get a chance, go in there and really look at pictures if you can handle it. You could already tell that this man was beat. I mean, he was unrecognizable. I didn't even know when I pulled up this picture here, I didn't even know it was the same man. It was horrific. Okay. So then, if it had not been for the New York Times and Mississippi Today and his family, they would have gone with undetermined, what Stacy Turner put down. Because they felt something wasn't right about this. Looking at his face and thinking about the last situations, they were like, something's up with this. Okay. So then his death was a homicide, absolutely, said Dr. Michael Baden. He's a former New York City chief medical examiner who also testified in the O.J. Simpson trial, and he performed an independent autopsy on George Floyd. Come on now. Are y'all starting to see the pattern? He said this person died of asphyxia because of neck compression. I just could not believe it. He said there's really nothing to be undetermined about, said Dr. Hua, H-U-A, I don't know how to say that. He's the chief of the forensic pathology division at Rutgers University. So the opinions of these forensic experts give new ammunition now to Mr. Cameron's family, who have struggled to bring attention to his death for more than 2 years. Despite local media coverage and 2 articles by the news site Insider, Mr. Cameron's death never flowing and Eric Garner. Monica Lee described her son as an outgoing young man who could quickly turn strangers into friends with his smile. She always maintained that the deputies killed her son. Oh, y'all, this just breaks my heart. By violently subduing him and ignoring his cries that he could not breathe. She predicted the investigation into his death was going to be a bunch of lies. Did Nolan Wells' family have that same feeling when the sheriff came out and stated that he didn't see that there was any foul play in Mississippi? This happened also in Mississippi, Buttercup. Same state medical examiner, Stacy Turner, the same one. Miss Lee sued the department in 2022. Her lawyer, Malik Chavez, said the conclusions of the independent pathologist could change the outcome of Miss Lee's case. There are serious questions about the competency and the accuracy of the autopsy findings. He is one of at least 9 men who have died during episodes involving that same ranking deputy since 2014, according to department records about Mississippi Bureau of Investigations. This is also a rural, majority white community outside of Jackson. Come on now. We're in the same vicinity, y'all, where all of this is taking place. This is the type of cover-ups and corruption that is happening. And I don't blame Nolan's parents. That if I knew of these things taking place in that area with this medical examiner, I would have went outside as well. Because how could you look at this man's face and not say that this was not homicide? Okay, they arrested him. Y'all, this was back on July 26th when they had arrested him. And then he eventually succumbed to his injuries. And she put down, instead of homicide, she was willing to put undetermined on his record. And they knew something was up. This is who is doing Nolan Wells' autopsy report. That's just one story, okay? Let's go to the next. One more recent. Just brought him up. Trey Reed. Okay, this is a university student. And found his body on campus. This was in Cleveland, Mississippi. And found him hanging from a tree on September 15, 2025. The police determined that he was, or his death was by suicide, by hanging. But a lot of people did not believe that. Now, even with this situation with Trey Reed, he was discovered on campus. And welcome everyone coming in. I'm on another screen, so I may not see y'all's comments. He was on campus, okay, in Cleveland, Mississippi. Early in the morning, a group of guys, okay, they said that they discovered his body, that his body was near the athletic court. Y'all see with all the sports and things like that? Like, come on now. We're really starting to see a pattern. This was just last year. Okay, this wasn't years and years ago. This was just last year. This was outside of the athletic courts. But we didn't believe it. We didn't believe that that was suicide. We're not just out here hanging ourselves. Okay, we already had called it. This family also Attorney Ben Crump, because the Mississippi State Medical Examiner, Stacy Turner, she said that it was suicide by hanging. She went with that. She went with what the police were saying. And y'all, I don't know if you remember this case, but even the police, when they were coming out, we were seeing some of the same patterns. Okay, like they didn't believe it was no foul play before they even did the investigation. We are noticing a pattern of them not doing thorough investigations into these cases. They're saying it's accidental. They're saying that it was suicide. That's the trend and the pattern now. Now, the independent Alan Kaepernick, he paid for the independent autopsy as well. Okay. And so Dr. Matthias Okoye of Nebraska, I don't know if I said his name the right way, he completed his inspection before Trey Reed's funeral on September 27th. Okay. Now, at the time of this article, and I even looked for more updates because as of January, the family was still waiting. He said that the Crump team told the Clarion Ledger on October 2nd, 2025, that the conclusive autopsy had been analyzed and no details would be released until it was. Okay, so as of January 10th, there had not been an update from Benjamin Crump's team about the conclusive autopsy. Okay, the family is allegedly still waiting for answers. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of that, but they have not shared his independent autopsy. We are still waiting on Nolan. Now let me kind of check some of that because y'all, there's definitely something going on, and I believe that this family knew, okay, that these things are connected, that she was over the autopsies of these young men, and they were like, oh no 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 no, we want to get on this early. We're not just going with what y'all are saying. We want to be for sure, okay, that nothing else happened to Nolan, that y'all are not going to put in here, because see, we already done peeped how y'all move. See, when you peep how people move, you know how to come. When I peeped how they were moving in Collin County with Carmelo Anthony, the Lord laid on my heart to screenshot that docket that day, because they barely did anything leading up to trial. Now we see everything was behind the scenes. I screenshotted it the moment I got that little inkling on my heart. And y'all, not long after that, another day or two, they went back in and started backdating events. I would have thought I was crazy had I not screenshotted, but I peeped how they were moving. See, they've peeped how these people move there. If we're not from there, we don't know. Okay, we can only go by what we're kind of hearing from the family and so forth. But when you start really looking into these people and noticing the patterns, they know how they move. That's one reason they wanted to do it this way. Some people were wondering, well, why are they just not waiting on them? It takes time to do the toxicology. It takes time to do the autopsy. Yes, it does. But are you going to be integrous with this? Are you going to make sure you get to the bottom? And really, if y'all had a whole backlog, how do I know you're not still working on autopsies from 2 years ago? They couldn't even get a medical examiner for a whole year, child. We don't even know if you're doing it with fidelity and really being thorough in it if y'all had a backlog like that. How do I know you're just not coming up with something? Oh, it's accidental drowning. Let me just put, he had some water in his lungs. Let's make it look a certain type of way. Okay? We're not crazy. It's up to teach our children, but we have to know our truth to teach it. Times come for the veil to drop, so that we as a collective can protect ourselves. We all have to learn more. Right. Right. Right, A Young? It's so obvious. She still has her job. Yes. She is still in that position and that role. You remember, okay, the alleged murder occurred at one of the boys' possibly possibly the judge who was possibly involved. Certain people are focused on mother's ethnicity. Come on now. Okay, can we stay focused on the task at hand? Where are the adults that allowed this to be so? Okay, that were around when allegedly their children were out doing all this drinking and possible drug activity. Okay, are we focusing on that? Because, child, whether this lady is smiling or not, whether she black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian, look, I don't care, because I thought the focus was Nolan and trying to get to the bottom of what happened. The other stuff is a distraction. It's minute. I don't care. It's between them and God, what they doing with those GoFundMe funds, all of that. People want to give, let people give. They give to what they want to give to. We can't control people's pocketbooks. We need to quit pocket watching, watch our own books, worry about our own selves in certain situations. Like, we got a lot of focus on different stuff that has nothing to do with the corruption that is taking place and possible cover up that could have happened had it not gone another direction. And that they said, no. We want to already start there. We're going to get the ball rolling early. Some of these other families, it's been years, 2, 3 years. They don't even know what happened to their loved one. I'm breaking up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Brittany. Y'all got to let me know. I was on another screen too. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Let's see here. Justice for all who have been wronged in the worst way. Yeah, we don't even know. Hey, Nicole, welcome, sis. Let's see. I'm trying to see what y'all saying. Truck drivers. Oh, wow. Yes, exactly. Right, Pilot J. We do need to secure that. It's happening in Georgia. Oh, yes, Protecting 91. Yeah, definitely unfortunate. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, it broke my heart. Yes. Screenshotting. You got to have proof. See, when you dealing with certain entities and people like this, y'all, narcissistic people, what you better come with are some receipts. Okay? It's so sad. Let's see. Hey, the Queen's Den. What's so crazy is the local media is supporting all these cover-ups by posting narratives that don't make sense. Yes, some of them are a part of it too, y'all. Okay? Some of them are part of the helping with the cover-ups. John said Ocean Springs has bios and boat docks accessible from the bay. Heron Bio is just one of them with swimming pools and docks. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey, that one, welcome. Right, Janet. Right. Exactly. And that just happened too with Daniel. That was 2 months ago. And they were saying his was a homicide. But who are they accusing of the homicide? They got the one guy. He hasn't been charged with murder or anything like that. They only got him on the fact that he threw his clothes in a tree and threw the phone out and deleted some messages. But who's going to charge them? Right. Everything is alleged. Okay. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany gonna let me know. We always seem shocked by them still having the job. It's their system. They built and run it. That's exactly why they do what they do. And the mentality is, who gonna stop them? Okay. You better say that, because I think I said that yesterday too about John Roach, the judge. I'm worried because how can we expect 47 DOJs to investigate this matter. We know Mississippi goddamn history is about. Yeah. We know what it's about. Let's see. It's crazy how black people are worried about the woman's ethnicity being biracial, but they had no problem with calling Obama black when he himself has a white mother. Okay, King David. Oh my goodness. I'm only 20, but from what I've studied the last 2 years, it was black people here in America already before 1619. Y'all are different from us and Africans. Hinta, what's your question? Will Nolan's mom and father have to go to Mississippi for trial? What do you mean? Hey, Shelly. Hey, sis. Thank you for tapping in. I didn't know if you were up. Shout out to the mods in the building. Okay. Thank y'all for joining and being here. All of the mods. Hey, Tracy. So, y'all, they peeped the play early. Okay. This should be, oh my gosh, y'all. This is crazy. And I'm curious to know, what has this lady already put down for Nolan's death? See, I think they're holding back. It's like a waiting game. They're trying to see what the independent autopsy report is going to show. Because if they have something different, it's for sure going to shine a light on the possible cover up. That's why they're stalling, in my opinion. What do you mean will she have to go to trial? She's in Mississippi. I'm confused. I'm confused on that part. She's there. Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to. So we'll see. We will definitely see. Hopefully, we'll get more. Hey, Cino, uh, Brittany, you funny. We'll get more results this week from the autopsy, independent autopsy. I've been looking for updates from Attorney Ben Crump to see if they have, if he has on his page any updates about it. Like I said, for those of you who are just joining, that the funeral is tentatively set for Monday. Yes, Gia. It's supposed to take place at the Biloxi Coliseum and Convention Center that holds approximately 1,500 people. Tyler Perry has agreed to pay out anything for as it relates to the funeral. Okay, so I believe he's taking care of all of that part. So if the funeral is Monday, that means that the independent autopsy report should be back prior to Monday. Okay. Thank you, Protector 91. She said you're always 10 toes down for the truth and always ahead of the coming of corruption. Yes. Okay. Let's see. The fact is, a teen was unalived and they're not being honest about what happened. Him being black seems to be the reason why all of that is irrelevant. I'm just waking up. Who's the lady on the screen? Oh, that was the medical examiner. For those of you who are just coming in, the state medical examiner, well, for Mississippi, and she oversees the autopsy reports. Well, she failed to put the correct one on a guy by the name of Damien. He was unalived by police officers, and you could tell by his face that he was. I mean, he was unrecognizable, and they restrained him in a George Floyd type of stance by kneeling on his neck for over 10 minutes. And so the state medical examiner, Stacy Turner, put undetermined. She didn't put homicide, and the deputies never faced any jail time for that. This the same lady that's doing Nolan Wells' autopsy report. So it shows they down with the BS. Okay. That's what it shows. So his parents must have peeped the play earlier on. It's the same lady that signed her signature to say that Trey Reed right here, that was found hanging near the athletic court by some boys, okay, saying he hung himself by suicide. Before they could really even look into his death, you had police officers coming on camera. Go back and look. If y'all don't believe me, go back and look for yourself. They were already coming out saying they really didn't feel like it was in. And get this too, y'all. With his case, remember they also delayed in telling the family about his death. There was a delay. And I'm like, well, why y'all delay? If y'all had found him hanging or someone found him hanging, why are y'all delaying telling his family about his death? I feel like it was going to be a huge cover up with that too, y'all. And we still don't know the results yet from the independent autopsy. Yeah, right, B. And you know what? I think that is a strategy of the families. The more people they talk to, the more they get the news out and they're shining a light on it, the harder, I should say, it would be to do some cover up type of stuff, right? So I think that is a strategy that they have. What do we see coming down there? Already, yeah. Like my thing is, I mean, people gonna do what they do, okay. But I'm just saying, from my opinion, hey, I'm the type that will celebrate with others because you don't know when it's your turn, okay? Doing all the negativity against the family and so forth, like, what does that do for the cause? If people are mishandling funds and doing different things that they should not be doing, they have to give into an account with God. We cannot tell folks who to give to and who not. If people want to donate, let them donate. Hey, I'm celebrating, y'all. Hit 1,000,000. Okay. I haven't in my lifetime, but if I celebrate and rejoice with them and they ain't trying, this ain't nothing that they want anyways. They would rather have their son back. Let's just go there first. But hey, if God has blessed y'all during a time like this where your funds can go up like that, he has multiple ways of blessing us. I'm going to rejoice with you that God is making a way. They're having to travel. They're having to miss work, and they still have a household, kids. And God wants to make a way like that through a GoFundMe, then hey, so be it. We cannot dictate how God blesses people. And I'm going to get off of that. Okay. I'm just saying it bothers me when folks do that. You don't have to do that. Worry about your own pocket and you getting up to 1,000,000. Whoever. Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm worried about me. I want to make my first 1,000,000, child. Let me see, how can I improve in my business strategies? How can I get my name out there more? Come on now. Let's worry about that, child. We got to worry. When we are millionaires, other millionaires don't worry about other millionaires. Okay. Well, you got it like that. You ain't worried about that kind of stuff. But anyways, y'all, carry on to fight in court. I hope not, Hinata. I hope not. We don't know though. Open book, did Colin pay for the independent autopsy? Yes. Yes, he did. For Trey and for Nolan, the guy that's on the screen too. And thank you for joining. These people have proven again and again they are not worthy of our trust and power. Yes. Let's see. Yes, she lives there. Hey, Jonisa. Thank you, Protector 91. Thank you, Monroe. God bless you. I don't trust the coroner or medical examiner. I may be incorrect, but I think they have qualified immunity from civil rights attorneys proving they intentionally violated and deprived rights. Oh, I don't know. That's a good thing to look into. Yeah. I wonder what would be the consequence. But they cover for each other. That's the thing, too. Said no racism in the Nolan case. They sending out people, these friends to do ancient race. Okay, notice that. A lot are saying it's not a race. Javon didn't even want to say that. He was like, I prefer not to answer that. That lets me know you think it's about race. Okay. It's so much unaliving of our young black men. Yes. I just saw a news report and it's saying that they are going to rush it. No, you mean not going to rush it? Because I know the sheriff said they're not going to rush it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, power to the people with publicity. Okay. I remember him, both his legs are broken. How can a black hang himself with broken legs? Right, Tracy? That's what we were hearing. So I don't know if that was official, if that was actually on the independent autopsy, because that's what we were wondering. What's going to happen in this case? They didn't want to go after the ones who did want to do. If I'm not mistaken, the sheriff that was in charge of that, was he black, y'all? They put out to tell everybody, wasn't he black? If it was about the race part of that. Hey, so people always do this when they see someone getting lots of money through GoFundMe. Yep. I mean, that's kind of a thing now when it comes to these cases, too. I mean, it does take money for private investigators for the funerals, which, I mean, Tyler Perry said he's helping. Byron Allen made a substantial donation. Oh, the comedian, what's his name? Jarrell, is it? No, Little Real. he made a video. He said he wasn't trying to get all that attention. He was just wanting to donate. You got celebrities, y'all, that are out here donating. Okay, because people just want to donate. I mean, that should be okay if they want to. Right. We hoping they surpass, child. Look, let me find a millionaire to shout around. I'm going to shout around your blessing because, hey, when I celebrate you, God, he speeds up mine, child. Ain't gonna hate. That slows down your blessing. Don't get me started, y'all. Seriously, pocket watching will never bring you more blessings. It won't. I'm telling you, it won't. All of his friends are from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Motivation. Is it motivation? Yeah. Okay, you see how close that island is near Biloxi. Wow. We know that history. Man. Right. Let's talk, LaShonda. Yes. If it was nothing, it would be out by now. He's saying, but see, he's trying to go back on this. You know how they go back on, oh, this is an active, ongoing investigation. That gives them the little excuse for not releasing any info or for doing the work. It's an active, ongoing. Go on to the donut shop, go and get your coffee, child, and sit at the desk and do nothing. We'll just keep telling them it's an active investigation. Because what have you done? You don't even have to give us the full details, but what footwork are you doing? Have you looked into any possible camera footage? Have you questioned those boys, the judge, all of these people? She put statements out. Did you bring her down for questioning and her stepson? That's what we want to know, those types of things. Hey, Tabany. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. Those of you who have not, it is for free. You can double tap the screen as well. Thank y'all so much. It's extremely expensive to get the truth. Okay, A Young. Donald said, I'm so happy that Nolan Wells' body got transferred up to Washington, D.C. instead of being down there in the deep races south of Mississippi, where all of that tension goes unheard of. Color. Tim said, but look what they are going through. They lost a child. These people get on my nerves. Until it happened to them. Right. I mean, it's just so sad. Like, let's give grace. Like, I mean, it's the beginning part of it. Okay, look it up, people. They do have qualified immunity. Wow. That's why they still in some of these positions. Everything. Yeah. Yes, OB, you're right. Never seen so many people that pocket watch, especially in a time of a family grieving. A man donated $100,000 to Nolan's GoFundMe yesterday and stay anonymous. I don't blame him. Oh, really? So that means that, okay, come on now. Because I mean, I go over there because I share the link. I don't just go over there, oh, let me see how much they got. Like I haven't looked since the last time I shared it. Let me look. Now that since we're talking about it, let me go get the link and keep sharing it. Okay, I'm gonna just keep sharing it. Y'all, even yesterday, shout out to Gentleman's Den. He was doing a live yesterday up in there. And they were like, oh, we're gonna make the other content creator mad, right? Baby, people were sending him $50 supers, $100 supers, and the supers were going on and on. I didn't sit in his chat and get mad like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're sending him all of that money. I was so happy. We like, hey, just getting excited with him because that's blessing. Like for people to love on you and just want to pour into you like that. We celebrate other people. And so shout out to him. That was amazing to see. I said, this is actually fun. Okay, when you seeing people getting blessed like that, because the same thing can happen to you the same day or tomorrow. Okay, I've seen it happen. Okay, so baby, they're almost to the 700,000 range. Okay, let me drop the link for those of you who would like to support the family. Oh, shoot, I dropped the wrong thing. I always do that. Hold on, y'all. Forget the long one in there because it may not, I don't even know if it's going to let y'all. Okay, I'm going to put the short one. Okay, so for those of you who want to support the family, you can get that link I just dropped, the short one, because I don't know if that long one will go to it. It might go directly there. But shout out to the people who donated. You said another person gave 100,000. Look at me, I'm just being nosy, child. I can't even scroll up over there. I just see Byron Allen, child. He gave that 100,000. Shout out to Byron Allen. He doing his own thing too. Some stuff, it is what it is. Let the family be blessed, even in this bad situation. It is God who causes all things to work together for your good. Haters fall back. Okay. He's an on-time God, and what the enemy meant for bad, God did it for our good. You better preach. I keep hearing exposure. Yes, I keep hearing that too. Exposure. This is definitely a season for exposure. Okay. Hey, Deidre. Yeah, I loved it, Buttercup. I was tickled. I said, well, shoots, let me talk about how bad he is over here. Okay. I was like, baby, y'all want to make him mad. Y'all can make him mad from my channel too. No, I'm just playing. Oh my God, it was so funny, y'all. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Hey, Mrs. E. Welcome. I haven't seen you. Yes, I enjoyed his live yesterday. Yes. Okay. Shout out to him. Oh my goodness. You said they're guilty. Yeah, Byron Allen, Rich. Okay. Is there proof the boat was cleaned late because rumors are spreading like crazy? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Calvin said, hell, I need a donation. Calvin, I'm with you. Sometimes we need a donation too. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing that too. And allegedly based off the girl that was on the TikTok panel, she said that person was going to the police, but I don't know. What's coming down the chat? Shout out to Tim. She said justice for Nolan. Thank you, sis, and thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. They should have been or never been near his body or touched it. I agree. And right now, y'all, we're just kind of going through questions or comments, but that was the main part of today's live, the meat of it. So I'm just kind of seeing what y'all are saying. These people love putting people in high ruling places that they know will co-sign their narratives, mistakes, and lies. Good old boys club. Okay, you better say it. Yeah, something happened for sure. Okay. Look, Sarah trying to come up. Sarah say, what y'all do? She talking to y'all fellas. She trying to see any surgeons in the building. Now I said how God is going to make a way. Okay. Not us trying to make the way. He could have been beaten on the beach. We don't know if he had water or not. I haven't seen anything official. Right. Nothing but Nell's prayers that God will make a way for you. Byron Allen was about to buy that cable network, and then, yep, I remember that a while back. Yep. Sarah. Exactly, none. That's what they've been saying. None of that money can equate to his life. Yeah. And prayers for his siblings. Justice for Nolan. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that was all that I had today. Roger said Numbers 32:23. What's Numbers 32:23? Okay, let's see. But if you fail to keep your word, then you will have sinned against the Lord, and you may be sure that your sin will be found out. Come on now. A lot of stuff being found out. Okay. I'm telling you. Wow. Bruce said, I have a question. Can't they still find evidence even if they clean the boat? Yes. They have a way of using, what is it called, y'all? This stuff that they can put on the boat to still see blood, even if they try to clean it. Shout out, what's coming down the chat? Shout out to John for the super chat and for being a sponsor. Good catch on that forensic science, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Praying for the family. God bless you. Much love, family. Same to you, Monroe. Thank you so much. Oh, no, Karen Michelle, I didn't see it. You got to put it back in there. Nolan's mom identified his body. If he was beat up, she would have said something. Well, we were hearing from Benjamin Crump that they hadn't seen the body. So I don't know, y'all. I'm hearing that they identify his body through dental records. So I haven't seen anywhere where they've seen the body, because that's what I was praying for this weekend. I'm like, look, I hope God just gives this family the strength, for when they actually do see his body. So I don't know. I keep money to give every month because it's being a vessel unto God. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we gain a momentum, right? Okay, yes, that's it. Luminol. Thank you, Rogers and Phenomenal Scorpio. Yes. Okay, those who need to be accountable must be. It's starting to be a cycle trend. God protect all our Black young men out there. Okay. Shout out to Karen Michelle again. She said, my treat suggestion is our total call in session to chat with you. What do you mean? Like our total call in? Oh, a 1 hour call in. Yes. Okay. We could do that. Yes. Because I don't think I've done just a full call in. I've had people on the panel. So, if we don't just do the call in, because I'm gonna get the number thing down. I got to figure out how to do that, y'all. Or I can just invite people on the panel for an hour. That'll be fun. Let's do that. We can do that Friday. Okay. Yeah. So that way I can have everything set up for it. And it'll just be call in only. We won't go through any content, just call in and so forth. I think Shelly, she's in the chat now, one of the mods. She could drop her link, because she's also going to host a time of prayer for these families, just to have a little moment of prayer, and then just to relax, relate, release, to see how y'all are doing. This is almost secondhand trauma. Every time we hear about one of these cases, it affects us. I don't care how we say we're not fully invested. It does affect us to some degree. So just to kind of chill, relax, for those of you who want to be on there for a moment of prayer for these families too. I think Shelly was going to host something like that. We're trying to keep her going, keeping her out here. She hosted a whole music live. We had fun listening to music this past weekend. So, hey, We keeping her out there, pulling her out of that comfort zone. Okay, so that's coming up too. They even blocked the black man from Bell and Spirit. Oh, Bell and Spirit Airlines out of bankruptcy. I remember that too. Okay, Buttercup, thank you so much. Yes, they can use that too. Right. We want to hear friends' testimonies to show up. Silence is guilty. Yeah, where the other friends? They all just got lawyers, child, and got quiet. Well, if they went out to eat the day after, child, they don't care. They went out to eat, allegedly. You too, Monroe. As FBA, we must stay on code with blackout and emergency situations like this that are happening everywhere. Stay on code. I like that. Thank you, Lanita. Yep. Okay, Rogers. Yes. Now this is Shelly's her channel. If y'all want to go over and subscribe, and I usually share out the live too when we're over there, when we have the moment of prayer for those of you who want to come or just check out her channel, period. I'm gonna have it where people can come up that day. I'm not gonna do it today, but we'll have, if you want to call in or come up that day to share your thoughts. Yes, we'll do that Friday. So I'll post the details of that. So thank you for that, Karen Michelle. That's a very good idea. Right, Calvin. That's true. Okay, so Miss Lori said she's from Biloxi. The reason they might have had to ID him by dental records could be because there are sharks, crabs, and other species in the Gulf. And we did talk about that one day of what's in that, around the Horn Island in the water and so forth. So that's a possibility. They're waiting and watching for the independent results to be released, and they're watching us to see what we saying. You know what, Simone, you are so right, because for people who say, oh, don't listen to them on social media, they don't know what they're talking about, or oh, all of these Facebook and YouTube detectives, child, the reason y'all call it out is because y'all are watching. Y'all are trying to see how much have we figured out how to get certain narratives out there. So please miss us, okay? We already know what y'all are doing. Hey, Barbara. All right. Thank y'all for subscribing to Shelly. I appreciate everyone that was here today. Thank everyone for joining. Shout out to the mods in building. Yes, they do watch social media. Also, shout out to the sponsors, Queen C, T Lady Boogie, Karen Michelle, Tim, John, and then anyone who sent the gifts that I can't see from StreamYard. Thank y'all so much for being sponsors today. Also, shout out to the mods that are not the mods, the members that are lit up in green. If you would like to become a member, you can click the join button or the link that the mods can put into the chat if you would like to become an open book member. Some of you may have been surprised because yesterday I think we had one person or two people that gifted like 10 memberships. So within the past couple of days, there are new members, and some I have never seen on my channel before or in the chat. So, hey, welcome. Okay. Sometimes YouTube is just random. They just push out the memberships to random people. So thank y'all. The boat was clean for a reason. Who cleans a boat in the middle of the night? Because Nolan's blood after that pool part. I cannot wait till we find out the results of this autopsy so that we you see what I'm saying? Because y'all, this is crazy. You can go to the morgue and see the body. That's true. Hey, Lena. That's true. Right. Well, John, yesterday I showed a video from Chronicle Speaks. You can go to her channel, and she had a view from another boat that was showing that boat, the other boat that Nolan was on. Right, Protector 91. Yes, it's new cases every day. It's so many cases, y'all. Yeah, that's a rumor about the boat. being clean because I haven't seen anything official. You get the views when the trolls show up, baby. Angel, and you know what? I'll ignore them because I ignore them in Gentleman's Den live too. I know how to ignore them, but some things I can't ignore, and we got to get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come in and I can tell you are a troll, and for the mods, y'all, and like I said, the live is pretty much over. But the newer mods, if y'all see someone that's just downright disrespectful to the people in the chat, to me, and just overall, just block them like quickly. Just get them out of here because we ain't even trying to get distracted. But if we see someone in here, they're saying the opposite of what we're saying, child, just let them stay. I don't care. I can ignore it, or I can also know how to do some healthy debating as well. You know, everyone doesn't have to have the same views as I have, you know, but some people think differently about different things. So we could just talk about things and have a grown up conversation. That part doesn't bother me. They thought they dimmed his light. Yeah, but he's still shining. Exactly. At a bigger and better rate. Unfortunate that he's gone. Hey, Chi-Town, good morning. Welcome. Thank you for tapping in. Shout out to that one. Thank you, sis. Justice must be fair, not only in favor of one type of people. Yes. Okay. That's so true. Yes, I don't even watch Fox or CNN. I come right over here to YouTube for my updates. Okay, I do too. To be honest, my husband, he'll watch some of those other news stations and he'll ask me about stuff. I'm like, huh? I don't know. Just like he doesn't know YouTube world like that. I'm talking to him about it. He like, huh? Okay, did you get the link? Let me drop that again in the chat for the GoFundMe. Let's see. Okay, so I put the GoFundMe link back in there. Nolan is a warrior. Yes. Thank you, Protector 91. Okay, on all sides. Okay, the blood of Jesus. Come on now. I know that's right, Derek. All the cleaning in the world can't get rid of the blood. Come on now. They think you can, just like on us. Okay, the spiritual side too, child. Nolan was saying, give me my. Yes, Brittany. I did. The lady testimony must be taken seriously. She confirmed they have been beaten to death. Oh, okay. Which one is that, Nun? Hold on, y'all. Nolan was not the one in the fight or saying, yeah. Silver lining, yes, we played that earlier today, that interview with the other friend. But his mom said on the Griot interview that she didn't know that guy. Now, I don't know if this is just someone, they're all saying friend, and these are just people he associated with, but she said she didn't know him. So I don't know what's going on because these friends are about to get on my nerves. Okay. Everybody want to do an interview, but y'all not giving no information towards what happened to him. So it's giving y'all are being sent. That's what it's giving. Okay. No search warrants have been issued for investigations. Allegedly, I haven't heard of. No, I haven't either. Yeah. We don't know, Lena. Some are saying it's not from that particular time period. Hold on. Some are saying it was from, a previous weekend. Some are saying it is because one guy has USA. I think, hold on. Look, see, now don't blame me, okay? Because y'all be like, I know T. Smith and Shelly, y'all like, you always saying you about to get off, then you stand on there. See, I'm even about to get out, then y'all keep talking and asking questions, and I'm the type to be like, let me go look right quick. It's not my fault. Okay. We got some updates from Secret Service Sam about this friend. We were just talking about the friend, y'all. He just did a video. Let's take a look at this video. See, y'all that stayed, look at what we about to get an update. Let me share my screen. Let's see what he says about that friend, Trayston Shepard.
I'm here, and something is just not sitting right with me with this Trayston Shepard. He said nobody wanted to see Nolan die. No one wanted to see anything happen to him. Well, saying that, it almost implies that you saw something. And he also said that he was a close friend of Nolan's. But Christine Walmsley, Nolan's mother, said she doesn't even have any clue who he is. And why would he be reaching out to all these news outlets but hasn't spoken to the family yet? And then he makes this odd statement. To all media outlets, please be advised that I will no longer be granting interviews to any additional reporters. My intention was to speak truthful regarding the situation. I have established direct contact with the necessary individuals should further clarification be required to address any misinformation. Moving forward, I will only be communicating with the 2 reporters with whom I am currently engaged. I apologize to anyone expecting a more extensive story. My priority remains advocating for myself, my friends, and justice for Nolan. Well, it sounds like he didn't like what everybody was saying once he started to tell a story that didn't seem to make much sense. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out, Sam's for president of the.
Oh my gosh, y'all. What do you think? We just talked about this. And then when the mom said she did not know him, and then I was like, well, if you're getting threats for what? You're only going to threaten someone that could possibly know something, and they may be wanting to tell. So now he doesn't want to go on any. So now other news outlets are trying to get him to do interviews. Now he's saying he doesn't want to do any other interviews. You have already opened up Pandora's box, sir, by coming out doing that interview. Now we have more questions. Who's threatening you? We want to get to the truth. Okay. Because we not. Why would we threaten? Okay. Now, Blake, you know what? Now, I was saying that too. I'm going to be honest. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I thought it. Nothing negative against her, but I'm just like, she's saying the only person she knows is Javon. But I thought that Nolan be out here talking to everybody and all of that. So I don't know what's up with that. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know if these people lying or she just doesn't know. I thought about that too. Y'all think he lying? Karen Michelle said, and thank you, sis. She said, Lord, I thought that was the BF's son. No, the other interview, the TMZ interview, that was the friend's son. This is a different one. Yes. Did you miss that one? There's 2 friends that have been out and they told us nothing. All they want to say is everybody keep calm. It's not about racism. Like they have been sent out to do this. Yeah, he's another distraction. Exactly. I think they know what happened to Nolan, y'all. And my thing is, it's like, have they been threatened that y'all gonna go out here and do this, you know, or else? I don't know. But it's so suspicious how both of them came out pretty much with the same tone of not trying to get answers for their friend, but I don't know. Exactly, Tom. Yeah. They're doing too much talking. Oh, yes, Protecting 91. Let's say, wait, I thought you was telling us bye. Yep, I think that too, Philly Girl Juice. And welcome, sis. I don't know if I spoke this morning. It was so many comments. I missed some. That girl who made the post confessing must be taken seriously. You know what? I think out of all the people, as far as the friends who have spoken, I believe her. Like she was really giving a lot of details and so forth. So she knows these people as well. I feel like she was telling a lot of either things she's really, really heard because they all talk, or she's witnessed. You know what I'm saying? She's saying Sam's face is telling me they're lying. My mom knew my clothes, but not my associates. Exactly, Angel. Right. And they're throwing around friend too freely. Everybody not your friend. Okay. How the hell wait, where how the hell has an appetite after that? Yeah, they went out eating. How you eat out eating? You don't even know what happened to him. They do, Nick. Yep. And they should have definitely been over there at the stepmama's house. Okay. They should have definitely been at the stepmama's house. Yes. Because a whole lot has been said that took place. And she came out as so first, these are people that should be quiet, that already done messed up. Okay. The stepmama and these two friends. Okay. Y'all all should have been quiet because now you got to stand on stuff. Once you put it out publicly, now you're going to have to stand on that. Allegedly, she spoke about Nolan asking for his phone on the island and at a party. So those boys were holding his phone for a reason. And then where's the Katie girl? Then his mom was saying she barely knows Katie. So I'm like, wait a minute now. This is about to get on my nerves. Okay. Who all knows who, what's going on? Like Big Keys would say, what's going on and what's going wrong, child? I don't know. It's a lot. Everybody don't know everybody. It's too much. They said there was a meeting with about 15 people, including the so-called friends, parents, and money was passed around. The judge was allegedly talking to the DA. Where did that come from, Barbara? Now, see, I ain't heard none of that. Oh my gosh. I ain't heard none of that. Wow. We're going to say allegedly. Do you think there could be evidence in Nolan's car, the reason they didn't want to give up the keys? Oh, phenomenal Scorpio. You know, because remember when that first came out, I said, did anyone drive his car? Now, they do need to do some DNA in that car as well. Being that it was over there, and like you said about the keys, run DNA on his car just in case. Okay, just in case. Was anyone else in the driver's side of that car that doesn't, maybe his parents, of course, you're going to see their DNA, but outside of his family and him, was anyone else driving? Could you find any other fingerprints on the steering wheel? Was it ever moved? Like, I don't know. That's a good point. Yeah, I get it. And then they definitely don't know about these interviews because she was like an interview. She didn't even know what was going on. Who is that? Hey, LaShondra. Y'all, this is too much. Now we got Secret Service Sam. I was actually looking for something else and just saw that comment. Hold on, let me find the other one. Saw this video he had updated. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we have a couple of updates. Okay, so let's take a look at this one.
For a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and I just posted a video because somebody messaged me. I'm sure you guys have seen the video, and I just want to kind of update this with more questions of, why did Evan Knowles, if the photo was taken June 27th, why did he share it in a 4th of July carousel? And then why was it deleted? He had said he deleted it because out of respect for Nolan. But again, why post something that happened June 27th? Why wait all the way until July 4th to post it with that group of pictures? That's just a question we need answered. Also, if they want to prove that picture was on June 27th, why doesn't he go into his phone, show us the picture on anybody's phone? You can go in, tap on it. It says the metadata. It says the date. Post that. Why are they not posting it? Also, the kid who had USA shaved into his chest. If that was a June 27th party, that means, let's say he did it that morning. Why would you shave USA in your chest a week ahead of the 4th of July? Because you have the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That is a full week. And it just doesn't add up. So I want to make sure people know that while I did get that information, I was happy to share it. It's still not convincing anybody that it doesn't seem suspect. So if you want to really prove it out there, all you people who have this pool picture, and Ben Crump still has it up, I'm guessing if the metadata had been proven June 27th, Ben Crump would be sharing that. But I just want to make sure people know I'm not like hook, line, and sinker, like I'm believing this. It just actually makes me have more questions. Let me know what you guys think. Secret Service Sam out, Samson for president of the world.
Wow. Let's see. Okay. So that was pretty much saying, hold on, y'all. Okay. So that was saying that he had taken the photo down. Evan had removed that photo, the pool party, and they were saying that allegedly that was from June 27th. But he's like, well, why would it be? For one, why is it out of order like that? Okay, the whole timing of it wouldn't have been around July. You know, that I think they saw people commenting. That picture got out there. He took it down, and now people are being used to throw it off and say, oh, no, that's why that person came out and said, no, two people in that picture were not at that at a pool party because they were out of town. And of course, the comments, they were like, okay, well, show proof that they were out of town. Okay, so now we don't know. You know, it's like I'm with Sam. I don't want to say that the picture is not real, but at the same time, you know, we haven't proven it either way, or he needs to put, like you said, the metadata information or something. That's crazy. All of these unanswered questions and speculations is so exhausting, right? I really hope we get some results of something concrete soon. Exactly. On the judge, right? Hey, Alitab, welcome. Hi, Joy. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that.
Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. And Nicole Everything has this amazing audio that is bizarre, to say the least. Listen to this.
We got out to the island around like 10:30. Everybody was hanging out, having a good time. And then it came time to leave. And so Wyatt was like, Nolan, get on the boat. Like, come on, we're leaving. And Nolan was talking to that girl, Katie McCormick. And he was like, oh, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go off. TikTok only lets you send 1 minute video.
Well, I know.
But he was like, oh, I'm just going to go back with Katie. We'll be right behind y'all. We were all going to the same house, the same place. He was like, I'll be right behind y'all. Y'all go ahead without me. I'll see y'all at, like, I'm literally going to be right behind y'all, whatever. So, Wyatt and all them left because they were like, okay, he's just going to go with Katie, whatever. Well, then everybody got back in and we were all at Ava's house and Wyatt was like, where's Nolan? He was like, isn't he coming with Katie and them? And they were like, yeah. And Warren was like, let me call him and ask where he is. Or Warren was like, I have his phone. Like, somebody call Katie and ask where he is. And then they called Katie. And that's when they found out that that Nolan never went with her either. She said that Nolan never went with her, and so no one knows what happened. Like, literally no one knows what happened to him, and it's so fucking heartbreaking.
Girl.
It's sick that people are sitting there blaming that on Eric and all them, like his childhood best friends. Like, it's sick. And none of them would ever do that to him. And like, people are literally texting me, like threatening me and shit. It's like, bro, I don't know, it's just so upsetting.
It's just so upsetting. Shut up.
So a few questions. The coughing during the video, it almost seems like the girl is acting and that coughing is like, hey, bring it down, bring it down. Like they're trying to defend Wyatt, allegedly. Also, who is Ava? Also, Katie McCormick, his friend today, stated that they didn't know this girl, Katie, at all. But now it seems like they know Katie, they have her number. And it just makes no sense at all. Why would he leave without his phone and not Katie? And then the Coast Guard, right? They said initially Petty Officer Cheyenne Becerra with the Coast Guard stated that the Coast Guard was not notified about Nolan's disappearance until 12:26 p.m. on July 5th, when the Jackson County Sheriff's Department requested assistance. However, the Coast Guard has since clarified that a friend of Nolan contacted the Coast Guard around 11 p.m. on July 4th, the night he disappeared. It just seems like there is a massive cover-up. And what are they laughing about in the end of the video? It's disgusting. I can't verify if this video is real or not, but all these friends have a different story and it's all suspect. And the fact that his parents didn't even get to see his body, that they identified him just by dental records, like what happened to this poor kid within just 2 days that he had to be identified only by his teeth. Good Lord, send light, love, and prayers out to the family. I can only imagine how hard this has to be to go through in real time amongst the public. And we just want justice for Nolan, because if this was an accident, his parents wouldn't be going through this. Always trust a mother's intuition. Secret Service Sam out, Samson for president of the world. Secret Service.
Wow, y'all. What y'all think about that video, audio? Okay, Cameron Shell. She's still been on my list. She really hadn't gone with guys. What is she saying again? You know, Wyatt had his phone. I still go back to, why is someone else with Nolan's phone? They said it in the audio, talking about he had his phone. But why do you have it? Why didn't Nolan have his own phone if he was trying to stay with Katie? And they acting like this bum a ride type of thing. You have to bum a whole boat to get back. It's lies on top of lies. I think she did tell where the keys were. Yes. Hey, Smiley. Like, and then they're laughing like this is funny. It's a lot of games. Oh my gosh. They're trying to confuse and throw this case. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know who banned. You can't be banned if you're saying something. Besides the fact that they said he had just met Katie that day on the island, meaning he didn't know her before that. Right. So he gonna stay with a random girl he's just meeting that day. And okay, if you're gonna say that, okay, let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say he said that. Why is it? What were y'all trying to do to him, okay, that he didn't want to go with y'all? Did he feel like something was off in the whole little thing right there with y'all? He's like, I'm gonna just go back with her. Did he feel something was off with his friends that day, the guys? What would have prompted him going against patterns, right? His dad said they taught him, if we go together, we're gonna stay together. What would have prompted him to have a break in pattern? Did he sense something or what? Because it's not making sense. It's not like bumming a whole, oh, I'm a ride in her car and I'm gonna follow y'all. No, did she have a boat? How did she get back to the dock? Yes, Chef's kids. It's so sad. I believe they were jealous too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. It looks like he was bullied out of his cell phone and keys, no transportation back home. Now he's been deported from one location to another. Why this is not him willing to go like a kidnapping type of situation? Exactly. Who would have stayed with no phone? Right, T. Smith. The mother said she didn't know Katie and she wasn't Nolan's girlfriend because she would have known her. I believe he felt something too, Shelly. Right, right, Shamika. Everybody's a suspect until we can take y'all off the list. Okay. So Katie's still on my list, child. Wyatt, the whole crew, been on there. Yeah, no. The friends, the doing interviews, everybody. Okay, because I don't know what y'all got going on. I think so too, Angel. Right, Team Rio. Okay. Y'all, they're trying to confuse this case. And kids play. Y'all know they play games, just like they were playing games with Nolan. They're trying to play with the public. They play games. And now this is gonna be a one big show for them. Like seriously, I see it coming. I see a one big show coming from these kids. Now it's gonna turn. Did y'all hear? It's turned into a whole challenge now, where people are literally sharing pictures of them with one black boy, like in boats. Different people. They have one black boy, so it's turned into a whole challenge. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I said, why are we? Why do a challenge? Why are we turning this into a challenge like it's funny? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me turn that music off. Okay. So they're doing challenges now, showing the one black boys on the actual boat or in the water with them. I took the music off. That's why it's moving. This is crazy. And it was on X, another family. They were doing it too. Like it's like they're making it into a whole challenge. Like it's funny. Like what? That's crazy. Like this is not funny, but to them it's one big game. And I feel like it's about turning into a whole game. Now they see how easy it is to get onto the news, that these news stations are about money and trying to get their views till they're going to just start bringing on people. Oh, I was Nolan's friend too. Let me just call up to Good Morning America and get on there. Let me show a picture we probably took at a party or something and just get on the news and say what I got to say. It's about to turn into one big game. I feel that coming. Kids play around too. Uh-huh. I think so too, Barbara. Hey, Catherine. All the cover up show they're guilty and strange moves details are too foggy for me to process as truth with all senses working well. Uh-huh. Exactly. I think some people got all this money, still miserable. Yeah, don't want to see other people happy. I haven't heard if he is, Verb. I haven't seen him mention that. So basically, Katie must have been at the house to know where his keys were. Exactly. That's why I think she's a big puzzle piece, to be honest. Yeah, they have a whole challenge. Hey, Red. It's very insensitive. Right, Space Gates? Trying to mislead and deceive everyone who's slow. The thing is, we're not slow. Right. Sienna said, I'm very nonviolent, but we'd have to see about them. I'm giving you, giving your ass a challenge. All right. Okay. Hey, Lifeless Nikisha, welcome. How tasteless the parents are participating in this. Clearly, y'all, we got another 250 years to detox this sinister of evil. Come on now. Right. Exactly. Uh-huh. He was surrounded by snakes. This is what they do. So many of them have been speaking about their dream of taking out that one black boy and doing this to them. Some of them even make plans to do this because they can. Ugh, that's just sickening. Hey, Patrice. All this impunities makes them think we're fun. Yeah, it's so sad. Yes, disgusting. I saw that yesterday on X. The only way I saw it, I was sharing my video over there. And after you share a video, it'll pop up like the news feed. And I said, what is this? And one guy had posted videos. And he said they're now turning this into a challenge of being on a boat with the and showing videos about that. If they change them, they will be immediately released. Oh, if they charge them, I'm sorry, they will be immediately released to home confinement until trial, which probably won't happen. The system is rigged as usual. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, I agree, Nicholas. Yeah, put the kids out front. Yeah, I agree. They think it's a big game now at this point. They're waiting on that autopsy report as well. They're trying to see if they got away with it. Wow. Wait, whose birthday? Oh, she said today is my birthday. Oh, I didn't even see that till I saw Shelly. I really just read good morning. Oh my goodness, I got to get my voice together. Hold on. Okay, because for those of y'all, if you have a birthday, now don't come up in here talking about your birthday and you playing, just give me the sing. Okay. But Life is Nikisha is one of my supporters. I gotta sing happy birthday. Hey Amanda, welcome, sis. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nikisha. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy it and many more. Okay, come on now. Y'all, I am not a singer like that, Shirley. Okay, don't encourage me. Don't hype me up. Y'all, we just in here having fun right now. I have a story to tell. I survived the same situation. Oh, wow. So-called friends diabolical. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. This case is heartbreaking. Nolan has two other brothers. Yep. Has to get through this. Yes. Sienna, don't hype me up. Okay. Girl, I know how to carry a note. Okay. Yes, none. I'm telling you. Thank you, Lena. Where's the father, judge, husband who was driving the boat? Yes, who was driving the boat? It had to, and you know what, y'all? It had to have been some grown-ups there. Okay. It was some grown-ups around. Why are they not questioning those grown-ups too? Right. Ashley told us to hush too. Remember? Y'all remember? Okay. Everybody's telling the public to be quiet about this. You don't believe Alicia? She said, Sienna got the shade. She said it's okay. Sierra and Ashanti been holding the same note for years and call them singers. Hey, you not about to do Sierra and Ashanti, okay? I love all of their music. Maybe because we can hold the same note. Okay. Oh my gosh. But y'all, let me get off of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate everyone, all of your support today. And I hope that everyone has a fabulous day. Make sure you hit that like button. It is for free. Shout out to all of y'all for hanging out almost 3 hours. Some of you, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I hope everyone has a blessed Tuesday. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, don't forget to hype up the video. Hit the subscribe and the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Let's drop some orange hearts on behalf of Nolan Wells. Continue to keep his family lifted up in prayer as well. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.